you suck at cooking, yeah, you totally suck.
Hey everyone, today we're making soup, spicy peanut butter soup. This is a recipe I learned from my friend Emily, and what I did was I took her recipe and then I added flavor and deliciousness to make it edible and tasty. So let's get right into it. The basis of any good soup is broth, and the main components of a good veggie broth are onions, garlic, carrots, and celery. I'm gonna take a pot, fill it with 2 cups of water, and take a veggie bouillon cube. You're gonna put that in there and then get that onto the stove until that completely dissolves. Put our onion on medium, throw in some olive oil into a big pot, throw the oven in there, and we'll let that simmer while we get the rest of the vegetables ready. Take a couple carrots, take a nice pan and give them a good whack. Set those aside for now. You wanna grab some broccoli, give that a good whack. Another way to do that would be to chop it with a knife really fine, or use this like sort of food processor thing, like has a ripcord or an electric one. Or you can also make it chunky if you don't want to chop that much or don't have a food processor. So what's great is I've already overcooked the onions. You can see they're starting to get burnt. I'm going to throw the carrots in there to get them also burnt. Have them simmer a little bit. I did a little breakdown in the difference between my soup and Emily's soup. Hers is solid at around like a 14. That's really good when you consider you could go to negative infinity. Mine's tops out in the high 90s. It's kind of interesting to see the evolution of it. So our broth has been sitting on the stove and that cube is completely dissolved. I'm gonna go ahead and pour our homemade broth in there. To that, I'm gonna add a can of diced tomatoes and a can of pre-drained chickpeas, a teaspoon of chili sauce, about a teaspoon or a little more brown sugar. I'm gonna take a handful of peanuts and then just crush those into peanut butter. The only problem with doing it this way is you have to pick a lot of the shells out and stuff. I have this homemade batch I made earlier. I'm gonna take, I don't know, a huge couple spoonfuls. You're just gonna do this to taste, but put in a lot. It's really good. You're gonna love it, unless you hate it. And get that stirred in there. We're gonna add in some pepper, and some salt. I seem to have lost my fresh lock bag. I've added some more ingredients than Emily had in her soup. You can sort of see the impact that has in this chart here. Like on a tastiness scale, Emily's soup, 9%, that's still good. Mine has, quite a bit more tastiness, but if you're the kind of person who's got, say, 5 times the normal amount of taste buds, this soup's gonna be too much for you. That soup's gonna be perfect. So sometimes these differences are what makes a friendship strong. So you get that broccoli in there. You get a nice cornucopia of colors happening here. Another one of the main differences in my approach to this soup and Emily's is the work required. Some people just like to wing it and just do what's easy and not really care about the outcome. And then some people like to make sure that you're really gonna have a good experience and enjoy it. So that's just another sort of difference in our soup approach here. So you gotta bide your time while that's simmering. And one thing I like to do is take a cucumber. That's good.
There's a right way to make soup and there's a wrong way too. It's a personal decision, but the way you make soup's up to you.
Here we have the finished product. Once the broccoli and carrot are cooked through, it's pretty much done. You can simmer it for longer if you want. And I had to do one more chart. It looks bad for Emily. It's not though. Like this is like not out of 100, it's out of 400. So you can see like Emily's coming in close to like in the 30s. I'm sort of more coming off the 400 level. It might go on further. I'm not sure. Devin threw this together. Emily's just really enhanced my life by showing me her version of the soup. And that was just really nice of her. So dig in, guys.
One thing that I'm good at is taking someone's soup and making it way better. Double, triple, or maybe quadruple. It's hard to quantify, but tasted soup don't lie. I've got no alibi, I'm guilty of making this soup so goddamn tasty. Oh oh, you suck at cooking, oh my god, you suck.
There's one more chart, but we don't really need to talk about this one. It's like, I'm not even sure where this data comes from. I mean, data's data, it's legit, but we'll just, if you want to screenshot that, we'll just